Fernando Amorsolo y Cueto, also known as the Grand Old Man of Philippine Art, was born on May 30, 1890 in Paco, Manila, Captaincy. And he passed away on April 24, 1972 in Quezon City, age of 79. He was a portraits and painter of rural Philippine landscapes. His mother's cousin, Don Fabian de la Rosa, was also a Filipino painter. He had many awards way back. He received multiple accolades including UNESCO Gold Medal of Recognition, a result pro paria from Far Eastern University, and Gawad CCP para sa sining from the Cultural Center of the Philippines. At 13 years old, he became a pupil of De La Rosa, who then encouraged and guided him in his painting career. During this time, his mother embroidered for additional income, while younger Fernando made watercolor postcards and sold those to a local bookstore for 10 centavos each. His brother Pablo was also a painter. He used natural light in his art and developed the backlighting technique, chiaroscuro, which soon became his artistic signature and greatest contribution to Philippine visual arts. And some major works by Fernando Amorsolo, including the Babaeng Nagbabasa, Assassination of Governor Bustamante, Bataan, The Burning of Manila of 1946. His work titled Rice Planting was one of his masterpieces. Upon looking at the painting, it gives me an impression that this painting captures the traditional Filipino occupation of the farm life of men and women in a sunny day. It portrays a provincial setting in which the farmers wear traditional clothes for farming and harvesting. It simply shows the contemporary life of the Filipino farmers. Next is the Fruit Gatherer. Fruit Gatherer was made in 1950. The artwork depicts a young woman gathering fruits, possibly in a rural setting typical of Amorsolo's favored subjects. The painting is characterized by Amorsolo's signature style, which often includes vibrant colors, meticulous attention to details, and a romanticized portrayal of rural life in the Philippines. The painting may symbolize themes such as the beauty of the nature, the simplicity of rural living, and the connection between people and the land. Additionally, it reflects Amorsolo's focus on celebrating the everyday lives of ordinary Filipinos, often depicting scenes from rural life with a sense of nostalgia and idealism. Overall, The Fruit Gatherer is a representation of Amorsolo's artistic vision and his dedication to capturing the essence of Filipino culture and heritage through his arts.
Next is the art made of Cesar Legazpi. Cesar Legazpi was born on April 2, 1917 in Tondo and died on April 7, 1994 in Manila. He is a pioneer neo-realist of the country and remembered for his singular achievement of refining Cubism in the Philippines context. Legazpi belonged to the so-called 13 Moderns and later the neo-realists. His distinctive style and daring themes contributed significantly to the advent and eventual acceptance of modern art in the Philippines. Legazpi made use of the geometric pigmentation technique, weaving social comment and juxtaposing the mythical and modern into his overlapping, interacting forms with disturbing power and intensity. One of his masterpieces is what he called Gadgets. It was painted in 1947 and done in two versions. It reflects the increasing importance of machines in the post-war industrialization period, as well as what he perceived was the insidious threat of human metamorphosing into machines. The theme is the dehumanization of human beings. Natural flesh tones are given a blue-green metallic hue, signifying a shift from the organic to the inorganic. The rendering of the anatomy of the torsos and muscles of the workers makes them look more like gadgets of contraptions than people.
Harana by Carlos Francisco, also known as Botong Francisco. Let us discuss the background of Francisco. He was born on November 4, 1912 at Angono, Rizal. He died on March 31, 1969. Francisco was a most distinguished practitioner of mural painting for many decades and best known for his historical pieces. He was one of the first Filipino modernists along with Galo Ocampo and Victoria C. Idades, who broke away from Fernando Amorsolo's romanticism in Philippine scenes. Francisco has a lot of achievements. He was the second Filipino who received the title of National Artist in Painting 1973. Among of these awards are first prize for his work at Ingin, the Annual Art Association of the Philippines, Most Outstanding Alumnus in 1959, and Republic Cultural Heritage Award in 1964. He is known for his works such as Blood Compact, First at Limasawa, The Martyrdom of Rizal, Bayanihan, Magpupukot, Fiesta, Bayanihan sa Bukid, Sandugo, and Portrait of Purita. Harana was created in 1957. Harana is a painting that illustrates a certain musician who is in the process of courting a Filipino woman. Way back during the Spanish occupation, Harana or serenade was a widely used process of men to get the affectionate feelings of a woman. The most trusted instruments for men is the guitar.
The next art was made by Arturo Luz. Arturo Luz was born on November 20, 1926 in Manila and went on to study at the School of Fine Arts at the University of Santo Tomas in Manila, the Art School of the Brooklyn Museum in New York, and at the academic Great Chumir in Paris. He was a painter, printmaker, sculptor, and instructor in the fine arts. He known for his abstract paintings of geometric forms and lines, and sculptures made from hardwood and metal. He became founding director of the Metropolitan Museum of Manila in 1976, which he held until 1986. One of the masterpieces of Arturo Luz is the Candle Vendors. It is made with an oil on canvas and he completed it on 1954. It shows a man and two women sat cross-legged with their wares. Candle Vendors is one of the early work of Luz that depicts a common scene from everyday Philippine life.
Granadine Arabesque by Jose Tanig Joya. Jose Joya was born on June 3, 1931 at Manila. Joya died in May of 1995 at the age of 63 after complication from a prostate operation. Jose Joya, known as a pioneer modern and abstract artist who was active as a painter, printmaker, mixed media artist, and ceramicist. These are the achievements of Jose Joya. He became one of the new wave of artists who developed abstract painting. His first one-make show appeared at the Philippine Art Gallery in 1954, and in March of 1958, he won first prize for his non-objective painting in the 11th annual PAJ Art exhibition held in Northern Motor Showroom. Granadine Arabesque was created in 1958. The Granadine Arabesque, a masterpiece by national artist Jose Joya, is a horizontal abstract painting which showcases different shades of yellow and features broad strokes and swipe of impasto mixed with sand. It is a masterful execution of texture and composition an embodiment of Joya's talent as a mixed media artist and pioneer of modern art in the Philippines.
The next art was made by Napoleon Abueva. He was born on January 26, 1930 in Tagbilaran City and died on February 16, 2018. Napoleon B. Abueva was recognized as the father of modern Philippine sculpture. His modernist approach can be seen in his exploration of various media such as Mulave, Acacia, Langka, Ipil, Kamagong, palm, adobe, cement, marble, bronze, iron, brass, among others. Abueva helped shape the local sculpture scene in the Philippines, being adept in both academic, representational style, and modern abstract. He exhibited his one-man show in the Philippine Center in New York in 1980. Kiss of Judas. Kiss of Judas was originally made out of granite block, depicting a moment of betrayal. It was made on 1955, representing a scene from the Gospel of Saint Matthew, when Judas, one of the apostles, marks Christ with a kiss as the man who should be arrested and tried. The next art was made by Benedetto Cabrera. Benedetto Cabrera, better known as Ben Cab, is a figurative painter from the Philippines. He is recognized as a pioneer of Philippine art. Ben Cab's painting often depict figures wrapped in flowing fabrics in muted tones and earthly color palettes. He was born on April 10, 1942 in Malabon, Rizal. Finished his education at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. He also has won several major arts awards in career spanning 4 decades. In 1992, he received the Gawad CCP para sa Sining, or Cultural Center of the Philippines Award for the Arts. In 2006, he was conferred the Order of National Artist for Visual Arts by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo in Malacañang Palace. One of the masterpieces of Benedetto Cabrera is what they call Sabel, or Sabel in Blue. Sabel is a major subject that recurs through Ben Cab's work through the decades. Inspired by a real-life scavenger, he photographed and sketched in 1965. The Sabel image has become the artist's vehicle for the transmission of intensely emotional moods. The story behind this art of Benedetto Cabrera starts in 1964, when he encountered a homeless Filipino woman named Sabel. He became interested in her disposition as a scavenger and viewed her as a scavenger symbol of isolation and despair. Ben Cab began sketching and painting Sabel, depicting her as the central character in his figurative paintings. Ang Kyukok was born on March 1, 1931 in Davao City and died on May 9, 2005 in Quezon City. He was a renowned Filipino expressionist whose colorful and striking paintings portrayed a variety of cubist-like figures such as a mother embracing her infant, grisly crucifixions, tables holding an array of fish and fruits, stray dogs, and screaming subjects. One of his masterpieces is The Fisherman, created in 1992. The depiction of the fishermen as they collect their haul from the ocean may be a reference to the artist's personal journey and spiritual awakening. In the painting, men and fish are locked in an eternal conflict between ignorance and enlightenment, with the fish representing the latter. The last art is made or created by Juan Luna. He is born on October 23, 1857 in Bandok and died on December 7, 1899 in Hong Kong. He was a Filipino painter, sculptor, and a political activist of the Philippine Revolution during the late 19th century. He became one of the first recognized Philippine artists. One of his masterpieces is the Spolarium. The Spolarium is created in 1884 using oil on canvas. It depicts a scene in a Roman Colosseum where fallen gladiators are being stripped of their armor and belongings. The painting is known for its grand scale, dramatic lighting, and meticulous attention to detail. It represents the cultural and political context of the Philippines during the colonial era. It was created during the Spanish occupation of the Philippines, and Luna intended it as a critique for the oppression, colonial regime, and the exploitation of the Filipino people.